Here.
Commissioner Smith,
Here.
Commissioner Massey.
Here.
Okay, rise and join me for the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we have an amended agenda for you.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion.
Support.
Thank you. All right, any comments, questions, corrections?
Is the time to make the,
Yes, Mr. Massey.
it's just a typo
Okay.
on page, what page? Yeah, page 2 is a typo.
All right.
The out of sequence A, B, C, what is it?
5A is listed, but there's no B.
Yes,
Thank you.
okay.
Well, it's been changed. On the amended agenda, make sure
Yeah, but I don't think it's changed on it. Yeah.
Mr. Massey didn't know.
It's not changed. It's not changed.
Not changed on mine.
It's not changed on the amended agenda.
I'll correct.
Okay, so there is no B, so you can just go to D, none. And we'll just leave everything else the way it is. So we're amending to add 5B, none. All right, any other corrections? Comments? All right, seeing none, roll call.
Lane,
Yes.
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Massey.
Yes.
Elkins.
Yes. Okay, we have the minutes for December 5th, board meeting.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments, corrections? All right, seeing none, roll call.
Geringer,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Massey.
Yes.
Elkins.
Yes.
Lane. Yes.
All right. Now we're down to hearings. We have Monday, December 25th and Tuesday, December 26th. The road commission is closed. In terms of the Christmas holiday, we have B, Monday, January 1st and Tuesday, January 2nd. The road commission is closed for the observance of New Year's holiday. C, Tuesday, January 9th is a board meeting, and then we will have our annual election that day. And I'm just going to make a comment on that. We will have the election that day, and then whoever's elected will take the next following meeting. So the chair and vice chair will carry on to that meeting, but whoever's elected will be the following meeting in January. All right, so that is done. Public comment, we'll open it up for public comment. Seeing none. Second time, public comment. Third time, public comment. Seeing none, public comment is closed. All right, we'll move on to 8A, correspondence.
Yes, Mr. Chair, there is no incoming or outgoing internal information.
All right, so correspondence is done. All right, number 9, 9A1. 9A1.
This is MDOT contract number 5491, MDOT project numbers 211469 and 214671, Elm Road Bridge over the Brent Run, Linden Road Bridge over the Brent Run. Genesee County Road Commission was approved by MDOT to receive state local bridge funds for bridge replacement and other miscellaneous items of work to both the Elm Road over the Brent Run and the Linden Road Bridge over the Brent Run. The local match for this project is identified in the current fiscal year 2023-2024 GCR's department annual budget. The Michigan Department of Transportation programs and advertises all federally funded projects. A copy of MDOT contract number 235491 for a reference project is attached for board approval. Estimated project funding participation for the project will be as follows. The state local bridge funds are $2,611,550. GCRC local share is $139,450. Total project cost is $2,751,000. The recommendation is that the Board of County Road Commissioners approve the contract, MDOT contract number 23-5491 for the bridge replacement and other miscellaneous items of work for both the Elms Road and the Brent over the Brent Run and the Linden Road Bridge over the Brent Run, and furthermore directs 2 board members to electronically sign the contract for
So moved.
Second.
Or, I take it that these are not going to run concurrently because of the detour routes?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, my question, who's doing the repair work? Which contractor is doing the repair work?
It's going to be advertised, we don't know yet.
Oh,
It's advertised right now, it hasn't been bid yet, so we don't know. Actually, we do, I think that, it's Grand River Construction.
where's Grand River Construction located?
They're in Grand Rapids.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yes.
Massey?
Yes.
Elkins?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
Approval of consultant for construction inspection, staking, and office tech for the Hogan Road Bridge replacement, CRC number 49056, 50815, Township. The board previously approved the issuance of a blanket purchase order to Rochelle PSC for construction, inspection, staking, and office tech services in the amount of $113,774 for the Hogan Road Bridge replacement project. Construction department manager requesting an amendment to that purchase order, PO number 86173, in the amount of $60,425 for the additional construction, inspection, staking, and office tech services required to complete the project. The contractor, JE Blue Contracting, has submitted 4 extension of time requests through the December 5th, 2023, for additional 2 months that were needed to finish the project. See the attached DOTs as extension time for the reason for requested extension of time, contract time. All available GCRC staff are assigned to other projects. There are adequate funds in Department 91 for 3.24 and other costs. And the recommendation is that the Board of County Road Commission approves the amendment for blank purchase order 86173 for an additional $425 for OPSE to perform additional construction inspection, staking, and office tech services required to complete and close out the project.
So moved.
Yes, my question is, this is a lot of extra money for extensions. Who looks at what the contractor is doing to decide if they're doing the job properly, found things that need to be corrected, so that we know that they're not just slowing down in order to get paid more? Any idea of why they needed the extra time?
Largely because of the working and the nature on this bridge, and it's very sensitive utility associated with water lines. There's a immediately adjacent to the bridge, there is a 36-inch force main, sanitary force main that ties right into the Linden Water and Waste Facility just on Hogan Road. And that facility's been there for a long time. And when we opened it up, our short explanation, we opened excavated around to set our coffer dam, and we had issues with that trench that the big force main sat in. And it caused us to have additional time, additional work to our coffer dam, additional work to shore up our coffer dam area, and then additional delay in getting the actual bridge beams delivered to the job.
Thank you very much for that information.
Yes, I'm looking at these extensions of time, and I see that they had a note here that says with no additional compensation in relation to the time extension. Does that qualify for this? Why are they asking for more money there?
That's what that's for, is there's additional time requested because of a weather delay or another type of delay, but there's no need to necessarily add additional money to the actual contract for the contract. It's just time.
But they are asking for more money though.
No.
And for the contractors to settle the contract out.
There are 2 separate items here. One is the contractor and one is the inspection team overseeing the construction inspection and paperwork for the project and paperwork. It's the construction inspector and office technician team that's requesting the additional funds due to the contract. Because they have to have a guy out there full time.
In regards to these, no compensation, no additional compensation in relation to the time extension, you know, they're saying that they're asking for the additional time because of weather-related. It really doesn't say that they had a problem with the pipe, number one. Number two is, I believe that the engineer on this project doesn't really have the authority to extend this. That should be up to the director, because there's money spent or money's taken away in regards to that. So we need to look at that and make sure that our engineers aren't overstepping their boundaries when they ask for extensions with no, and put in their notes, no additional compensation in relation to this.
I'd like to expound on the comments that Chris made. If it's that critical, it need to be brought back to the board.
It's really not up to the board to make monetary decisions, it's up to the director to make the monetary decisions. We don't make monetary decisions, we direct the director.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, but we're gonna approve this today. If we approve it today, that means, and the way I'm understanding, when we approve something, that means it's out of our control anymore. We don't have to do anything.
May I speak in relationship to that through the chair? Joe, the decisions that were made have already been made in regards to this. The notes have been made, and it's something that's pretty much a done deal. As soon as they make a decision in regards to this, I'm saying that for going forward, we should not allow this to happen without the direction of the director itself.
Okay, okay, I agree to that. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Are you any questions?
Massey?
Yes,
Elkins? Lane?
Yes.
Geringer?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Preliminary site plan, LaFontaine Way and Birch Drive extension, London Township. The developer can establish new public roads within the county to follow established requirements and specifications. Staff has reviewed the preliminary site plan from LaFontaine Way and Birch Drive extension in Lundy Township. The site plan allows the road to be built to GCRC standards. Lundy Township has been given preliminary approval to the site plan. Once the site plan is approved, construction plans will be reviewed and approved. When construction is acceptably completed and the rights of ways are dedicated to the GCRC, a resolution to accept the roads into the county road system will be presented to the board. The Board of County Road Commissioners, the recommendation of the Board of County Road Commissioners approve the preliminary site plan of LaFontaine Way and Birch Drive extension in section 11 of Lundy Township, subject to compliance with the stipulations noted on the preliminary site plan.
So move.
second.
Any comments or questions?
You have one. If anybody has the number, how many subdivision roads do we have that have become part of the Genesee County Road Commission? Just forget it. I'm sorry.
I don't even know that.
There's a amount.
The answer to that, actually, maybe is I have to see actual individual streets and things like that.
Just one of those incidental kind of questions I'd ask. That's a good
Each
answer.
number.
Thank you.
Right.
But you brought out an interesting point, expound on it. I think I understood what you said. I'm trying to restate it. There are so many streets in a subdivision, it's sort of hard to count all of them because some of them may not even have homes on them.
Along those lines, that's part of it.
Okay.
Questions?
Elkins?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
Geringer?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Massey?
Yes,
Now we're on to 4A.
4A is purchasing policy and resolution. So the Finance Department has the fiduciary responsibility to ensure that Genesee County Road Commission's purchasing activities promote full and open competition prevent fraud, waste, and corruption in all procurement activities. The Genesee County Road Commission purchasing policy has been updated to establish the methods by which the Road Commission procures goods and services and enters into contract to provide consistency with the guidance given in the Uniform Accounting Procedures Manual for county road commissions. Our general counsel, Bill Henn from Henn Lesbrunz PLC, has reviewed the amended purchasing policy as presented. My recommendation is that the Board of County Road Commissioners of Genesee County approve the amended purchasing policy and adopt the notice of resolution.
Second. Yes. I have a question. As I recall, then we approved something before for purchasing?
Well, we've been working on updating this purchasing policy for quite some time, and it's been reviewed by several people, and the last person being the attorney. And then it was brought before you at the last board meeting to have the full copy for your review and approval today.
Oh, okay. I know
So we've been talking about it for a while.
Yes, thank you.
As I suggested the times I was reviewing it, using the word draft, number 1, 2, or 3 with the date on it, so that people could avoid this problem is something I suggested in the minute. But when I reviewed this copy that came in my packet, there are a half a dozen small words missing or punctuation or a grammar thing, and I've given my copy to Linda and they're marked up. There's nothing.
Would you mind just highlighting for the board members so that everybody can follow along? Just note in there so that there's not any questions.
You asked for it.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
On page 1, under mission, in the very last sentence, deliver, we have, again, it's grammar, receive sufficient quality and quantities of goods and services, deliver them correctly, so it means delete the D, delivered. You want me to get going, okay. On page 7, under purchase over 15,000, the end of the third sentence, or, no, it's not the end, it's the second line, the finance department to advertise for sealed proposals, add the word for, FOR, the preposition. On page 8, okay, on the second line of the sentence, it says, shall require the finance department to advertise for, the preposition, for sealed bids.
What are you on?
D, yes. I'm sorry. Page 8, under item B, direct negotiation. After a competitive bid process, add the word if the solicitation process fails to produce a responsible or responsive bidder. Okay?
What you mean by adding if?
Add the word if for proper grammar
For where?
on the first sentence.
After a competitive bid process.
After a competitive bid process, if the solicitation, and then there should be a comma after rejected for any reasons. The sentence continues with not a capital T but a small t. The road commission may procure the goods. So that's on that one.
But
All right, in this one, all right, I'll read the whole, all right. After a competitive bid process, if the solicitation process fails to produce a responsible or responsive bidder, the proposer fails to make a qualified respondent, or any submissions are rejected for any reasons, comma, small t, the road commission, it's not a new sentence, it's a continuation of that first sentence. On page 12, the paragraph above item D, page 12, second line above item D, online reverse auction. The bidder offering, instead of offers, the bidder offering the best value to the road commission. Again, it's simply
Where's it at? Department.
second sentence above
Above D?
above D, the line starts, but to the bidder offering rather than offers.
Okay.
A contract may not be awarded to the lowest bidder, but to the bidder offering the best value. Grammar, I mean, okay, all right,
What did you put in
page
there?
17.
What did you put in there, Kathy?
a comma, and then a small letter T, because it's a continuation of the first sentence.
Therefore, a contractor may not be awarded the lowest bidder.
Right, a
But,
small T.
it says
All right.
but to the bidder offers the best value to the road
Offering.
commission.
Here, look at mine, Joe. Offering the best value.
Yes,
Okay. Page,
it could have been written another way too. It could have said who.
page 17, under postponement of procurement during protest, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line. Yes, after consulting with the issuing department director, I think is more appropriate, rather to be clarifying, rather than just the department. So I'm recommending it be department director, that awarding the contract without delay is necessary.
What page was that?
17.
17,
E,
Yeah, 17E.
which,
here,
Fifth line down,
which paragraph?
here.
Oh,
fifth line down to the top.
okay. The purchasing administrator shall suspend the award of the contract until a final decision has been issued? Is that it?
And I'm saying instead of department with a small d, it's department director should make that to be definitive for me.
Well, it really doesn't matter, because internally, if you go to the department,
I'm trying to be specific to
I
who
mean,
has the authority.
I'm glad you finished it for me. I've had a problem. Okay.
And I've given those changes on, yes, sir, and,
Okay. We have a rebuttal comment.
okay.
Managing Director.
Yes, Mr. Chair, through you, to the entire board. Any document that we have is ran through Grammarly. I'm not saying Grammarly is like foolproof, but I will say that it's the most current writing style and methods, and it changes most everything we possibly can when we talk and write. So I just want to point that out to the board as a whole, that it is ran through Grammarly.
Well, that's the you know.
What-
those
what
are
you
those
said, ran
Catholic
through?
nuns.
Grammarly is the software that actually,
Is supposed to catch grammar and punctuation, but doesn't.
structures everything. The more you write, the better you get.
Right.
Let me say this. I'm glad that's why I asked the question. If you totally start relying on that, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. I know from personal experiences, okay? You're gonna make a lot of mistakes because they haven't.
They didn't have Catholic nuns teaching grammar and punctuation.
Did you know the Catholics pretty good at that?
I'm proud
But I have to say that, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I've used something similar to that many times, but it doesn't catch everything 100%. it's still in the process of, they're still in, whoever they are, still in the process of rectifying, you know, as you go along. I understand that, but sometime grammatically, things can be written where the average person think is wrong and is correct. You have to be careful about that. Do you agree to that? It may sound incorrect to me, but when you take a deep dive into it, it's correct.
Right. Okay. I'm only, you know.
You know, that's just like, let me use this about when people do legal writing. If you haven't been trained in it, sometimes when you read it, you say, oh, this doesn't make no sense. You know, so you have to be very cautious about that.
Those are my suggestions, and if you want to.
Motion?
I did.
Okay, are you amending your motion to now include the edits?
Any
corrections?
appropriate corrections, if that
As
satisfies.
discussed with the board?
Yes.
Okay, all right, you seconded it?
Joe did.
I did.
Okay, you okay with that?
Yes, yes.
All right, any other questions or comments?
Yeah, I have a comment. Don't stop doing that. It's very helpful. Okay, please do not stop doing that.
I won't.
Okay, it's very helpful. Yes.
All right, roll call.
Lane,
Yes.
Geringer,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Massey.
Yes.
Elkins.
Yes. All right, 5A, we have vouchers in a total of $2,026,192.20.
So moved.
Support.
I appreciate all the finance department does to get so many things done correctly.
Questions, comments? All right, seeing none, roll call.
Geringer,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Massey.
Yes.
Elkins. Lane.
Yes.
Okay, so now we are down to item 6.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Ratification of the collective bargaining agreement between technical professional and office workers association, the Genesee County Road Commission. The Genesee County Road Commission and the technical and T-COM union have been active participants in negotiations of our successor agreement to the now expired CBA between the Genesee County Road Commission and TPOA on the union. It is with great deal of great honor to ask the recommendation that the Genesee County Board of Road Commissioners ratify the collective bargaining agreement between the Genesee County Road Commission and the Technical Professional Office Workers Association, Michigan, and further authorizing the chairperson and managing director to sign the agreement. Legal counsel has reviewed the CBA. This agreement shall be effective as of January 1st, 2023, and remain in force through September 30th, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Any questions, comments? Seeing no questions or comments, roll call.
Smith,
Yes.
Massey.
Yes.
Elkins.
Yes.
Lane,
Yes.
Geringer.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, now we are on to item B1.
Item B1, resolution to close portion of Lily Road, section 30, Pine Township. The Lily Road Bridge structure, number 2761, was removed. Since this section of road no longer serves any vehicular traffic, this 0.046 mile portion needs to be removed from our local road system. A resolution to close this portion of Lily Road is necessary and is attached for your action. The recommendation is that the Board of County Road Commissioners vote to approve the resolution to close the portion of Lily Road in section 30,
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
How many residents live on Lily Road?
We're talking the, which section?
Well, in the section that's going to be affected.
In the direct section, you have approximately on the south side, maybe 5 to 10, and the north side, up to 5. Individual area.
All right. So you have no homes that are going to be affected. You're going to travel down and service the road up to a point and then no longer service where it's affected. Okay, I'm good with that.
Any other question?
Are you gonna put a turnaround or anything in there? Okay. On both sides of the bridge. Okay, thank you.
Question. But that's not a regular turnaround that we most accustomed with, right? It's
Well, yeah, you would generally, I apologize, through the chair. You generally have like a big circle that you would turn around in, but that should suffice if there's no property, there's no homes that you're turning around in at that point.
The road commission standards call for
what is the T?
not a cul-de-sac.
What is the T turnaround?
It goes down and it looks like this.
Yes.
So the truck can pull in, back up, and
Oh, really? You have to back up? I always wondered. I always said, who was so dumb to do this? Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? All right, roll call.
Massey?
Yes.
Elkins? Lane?
Yes.
Geringer?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
All right, D2.
Removal of equipment from Genesee County Road Commission records. The following equipment has been deemed damaged or missing and will be removed from all Genesee County Road Commission records. Equipment number 423, description of 2017 steel HT101 pole saw. Reason missing, recommendation that the board authorize the removal of damaged/missing equipment from all Genesee County Road Commission.
So move.
Support. Who was in possession of this when it went missing? So that's what you assume that. Kind of, so you assume that it was left on a job site and when they came
Well,
back?
I know from this. They do have to follow.
Okay. Thank you.
So, Mr. Chair, if it was left on the job site, oh, okay, it's a small item. Yeah, yes.
It's this one right here.
Yes, I got it. Oh, I
the
got the
pole saw.
wrong one. Oh, right here, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I was questioning that. If it was a large piece of equipment, you couldn't see it. Yeah,
All right, any other questions?
Elkins? Lane?
Yes.
Geringer?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Massey?
yes.
Removal of equipment from Genesee County Road Commission records. The following equipment has been deemed unrepairable and will be removed from Genesee County Road Commission records. Equipment number 404, MS-441, 25-inch chainsaw, reason unrepairable. Recommendation is that the board authorizes the removal of unrepairable equipment from all Genesee County Road Commission records.
So moved.
Second,
Any questions, Mr. Gary?
All off the back of a truck? That's generally what happens. Yep.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Lane?
Yes.
Geringer?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Massey?
yes.
Elkins?
All right, managing director's report.
Yes, Mr. Chair, just got a couple things here. One, just to put on your calendar, and we'll bring it back to the board, but the highway conference will be held March 19th to the 21st, which is a Tuesday through Thursday in Lansing. The new commissioners, I believe they ended last year, but this is a huge conference that it's put on an annual basis, a lot of training, a lot of vendors, a lot of education in general. So we'll come back to you. There's no information as of yet on it, other than the fact that the dates are released. So again, March 19th through 21st in Lansing.
What was that date again, please?
19th through 21st.
We'll update you on it, because we do like our commissioners to go to this one. It's, like Randy said, it's got a lot of educational components, but then they also have vendors there, that we purchase different equipment from, and then there are other vendors there that we don't
Mr. Chair, is this an exhibit of equipment?
Yes, it has a expo component of it, so yeah, they'll have equipment in the building.
Oh, okay.
Last year, they had a piece of equipment that used for training tool.
Yes.
A backloader. It's an excavator. So you could actually sit in the seat with a screen in front of you and you could operate it. And the guy would tell you how to operate it, so you could, it feels just like you're in a real piece of equipment. The seats move and rumble as you wiggle the arm and all that stuff. So they had a truck the year before, I think, I didn't get to do that one.
Yes.
But the truck one was intimidating because you got this and then you got this little joystick thing over here and these lights over here, and I'm like, I don't know how these drivers focus on this and focus on this all at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And I did have the privilege of riding with one of our drivers through the test track that we did last summer. And there's a lot of gadgets in that cab of the truck that they've got to watch while they're driving. So it's more to driving a truck than just getting in turning the key and pushing.
Yes. I have a question. You may be able to answer it, but mainly for the director, managing director. Are some of your other peoples allowed to go to this kind of conference?
The directors go.
All the directors attend, and some managers attend also.
Oh, okay. Okay. Based on what the chairperson said.
Yeah, I was just talking to you guys, because three of you are here, so I wanted you to know that this is something that we would like you guys to all.
Yes.
In the past, the board had kind of a policy where only 2 members would attend, so many events each year.
Yeah.
And we've tried to break that mold, because we wanted you guys to kind of go to a lot of educational things.
Yes.
So we want you to understand what's going on in the industry, a lot of opportunity to learn things, meet people. This is a great opportunity to just kind of interact with a lot of the vendors, so you can see. Last year, we came up with a product that we liked, we talked to Eric about it, and Randy and Fred about it. They're in the process of doing a test with it. And we'll probably get the results from that, I think, sometime in the near future, probably the next 4 to 6 months. Yeah. So it'll be exciting to see how that works out. This is a product that they go with.
But I like what you just said, and the director, because it gives the other superintendents, or whatever you want to call them, I may not be, the title may not be correctly, but it gives them ideas how to rectify some of the problems that they are currently having. You know, that's the way I see it also.
A lot of great networking during this conference.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Wondering if you wanted to talk. The other couple things I have, and I'll go real quick here. The new Metro Garage foundation's been started. Just wanted to fill you in on that. Also, we will be putting out here soon, once electricity and this or not the first year. They have the first year. We'll be putting the earth cam up so that we can do a time lapse of the construction of that facility too. So, Director Love informed me that 3 new tandem snowplow trucks will be arriving, hopefully, cross your fingers, by January 1st. That will be incorporated into our fleet, which is great. Take some of the older fleet out. So that is 3. And then we also still have 6 being built at the supplier, and those should be arriving hopefully before the end of this fiscal year, meaning October 1st or September 30th of 2024. So we'll keep you updated. 2 of the 8 pickup trucks that she ordered have arrived, and they'll be going to new supervisors. Those are 1,500 GMC 4x4 double cabs. And I think their color was Another thing is Kylie Donche, our communications coordinator, is working on our 2023 communications report, which she put out last year. Just basically all the things we've done throughout the year. It'll be in a pamphlet report. She's expecting to have that to you by January. Yeah, next board meeting. So, and last but not least, we are currently underway with the audit, and Director Hahn is knee-deep, hand-deep. I mean, she's in it, and it's going really well, as she indicated. And soon she will be providing me a fund balance report.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I had a question, but I didn't want to interrupt you. You were on the roll, so I didn't want to break the continuity. When you said the time lap cameras, will you be able to see that as things happen? How does that camera work?
It is truly a time lapse, so you put it out there and then basically it's, throughout the entirety of the project itself. And then it can be sped up, it can be whatever we choose to do. You know, we've been discussing a couple different things, but what it will do is be able to show you from start to finish
Okay,
the entire property.
okay,
It will be out there in the entirety. Whether we expand a little bit, take some snapshots, that's probably what we'll do and put on our social media.
okay.
But yeah,
That's an excellent idea. Yes. So the communication coordinator will be doing that?
she will be sharing that
Okay. Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Any other questions for Managing Director?
Oh, last but not least, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and please.
Okay. All right, so I've got one thing, I have passed out, and Linda prepared for the board members. This is, Bill, SB 630 and 631. You haven't heard about it, you need to read this. Basically, it's going to affect, potentially it'll affect us. It'll drive our insurance rates up. It'll affect every governmental entity, because it is targeting the governmental immunity. So our truck drivers driving down the road and a vehicle hits them, potentially that driver could be sued individually as opposed to the road commission. So this is kind of similar to the one law that they tried to pass with the police officers, where they were taking away their immunity from accidental shootings and things of that nature. So this affects any governmental agency. If I speak out of turn, you correct me. So this is not a little thing. This is a huge thing. And the victims today have the opportunity to sue in certain situations. The government's never totally immune because if the government's negligence, then there's an opportunity to be sued. Having been on the board with the insurance pool, we had a case just recently. I can't get into a lot of details, but an individual was injured, and the insurance pool acknowledged the fact that this individual was injured. Okay, and they're not going to admit fault or deny fault, but they brought it to the board, which I'm part of, and the board agreed to pay the claim as requested because they felt that the individual was rightfully entitled to money because they were injured and it's a severe injury. So they didn't even want to take it to court. The attorney for the plaintiff came in with a reasonable amount. The insurance pool and their attorneys reviewed it, brought it to the board, and the board agreed to pay it. So regardless of what you hear about insurance companies, I'm from the insurance industry. The insurance companies generally try to do the right thing because by law they're obligated to do so. This is a major problem for all governmental entities. You think of police officers, if they're chasing a vehicle and it goes off the road, are they not going to be held liable for that because they pursued the individual and forced the individual off the road and that individual's killed? One of our vehicles could easily injure or maim somebody or kill somebody because they're heavy pieces of equipment. We're driving on icy roads, and this is something I said to Randy this morning. When I saw this and I read it, how many road commissions are going to say, we're not going to plow roads no more, we're just going to close them? And all we have is a legal obligation to the public is to post the fact that we closed the road. We're not going to be out plowing the snow in the snow conditions because it puts our drivers at a risk because they can get injured, but also puts the public at a risk and it can put them at a risk. The driver at a risk of being sued. So this is it's not a small thing, it's a huge thing. We need to read it, we need to learn about it, and we'll be talking about this in the near future. In any communication Randy or I get, we'll make sure that we pass on to the board. So the board knows people and our employees know people in the community. Everybody needs to be talking about this to somebody. The representatives in the state are That's what I was looking for, that's the next one.
They changing the governmental immunity structure in the state would cause a bunch of dramatic shifts. And I think most notably, when I say a bunch of dramatic shifts, would be a bunch of dramatic shifts we can't necessarily anticipate yet. The doctrine of governmental immunity as it's developed in the state of Michigan, it's a product of statute, which means by law, and it's a product of court decisions. Bill Henn, my partner at Henn Lesperance, who normally is the GC company that sits in front of you, has more expertise than just about anybody litigating those issues. And what it does is it changes the game. It means that there are drastically new winners and new losers. More importantly, it injects a lot of uncertainty into the process. And before, where we used to be able to come here and say, hey, you're facing 3 different lawsuits about various governmental immunity issues, here are the likelihood of success for A, B, and C, we may not be able to predict that as well at this point further. So it could be extremely significant.
Did I hear you correctly? I may have misunderstood what you said. Is the driver can be sued?
That's the potential. Nobody knows because the law hasn't been voted into law yet, but as it's proposed, that's how some of the attorneys are interpreting.
Okay, now we have the attorney here. Understand. We have the attorney here. I'd just like for him to weigh in on this because here's what I'm thinking. When you sue the driver, who you really would be suing is the company, right?
Under almost all circumstances. So there's a doctrine, it's fancy, the legal term is respondeat superior. The idea is you direct an employee to do a certain thing, you can accrue liability if you are a private company, or potentially a governmental entity, if you don't have an immunity doctrine that protects it, you can absorb that liability. But the real answer to your question about what is the impact of this would be, we don't know. And the reason we don't know is because suppose that a law like this passes,
Yes.
it's not over then. What will happen is that a bunch of lawyers across the state will make a bunch of money and they will, over time, litigate through those issues and the decisions that are reached on their cases will form the contours of law. What this does, though, is it injects a lot of uncertainty into a doctrine that's pretty well established. And again, Bill is the expert on this area. I know enough to be dangerous. I'm a labor employment guy. He's the general liability guy. But I should say that one of the things that makes Bill a valuable resource is he has that expertise to know when you are faced with a certain situation as the board, we have a potential liability concern. He can weigh and evaluate that and give you guys good advice about, hey, here's what we should do. We should either try to vigorously defend it, perhaps we should oppose it. Maybe it's completely frivolous in his opinion. Maybe we're certain to win. Now a lot of that's going to be up in the air. You're going to get a lot more I don't know from attorneys, which means a lot more uncertainty for you. So I see that as being the primary change. It's a lot of uncertainty injected into the system when potentially there could be quite a bit of liability. And I do just want to say for the purpose of clarity, this is separate from constitutional immunity issues. Chairperson, when we're talking about things like police liability for injuries they may cause, that's actually covered by a separate doctrine, which probably wouldn't necessarily be so much affected by this, but it definitely affects the operations of what we do.
May I suggest that with this information coming to us and not everybody communicates well, could we send this to each of the townships that we represent, including, the township supervisor and their attorney, in order to alert them so that they can start out fresh and more informed?
We can.
I would, my preference is when we have this type of information, I would like it to go out so that people start talking about it instead of just letting it slide over their head. So that, as you said, send it to people that would have a concern, but by sending it as the road commission, I think it has more impact or viability to a township board if they're getting it from us rather than from any individual or
I would say this, I'm not in the legal field. We have an attorney here. He can weigh in on this. My comment is, all of these municipalities have attorneys. And if I'm wrong, correct me, attorney. I don't know about this. I'm out of my field now. They get the same information that all the other attorneys get when something like this is coming up. Matter of fact, they know it's coming even before we get it.
In all likelihood, yes. We don't have a bat signal that goes up, but usually the word tends to promulgate pretty well, especially for people who routinely deal with governmental immunity in their practice. I know, for example, Bill knew about this very early on. I found it out from him because it only tangentially impacts my practice versus his.
Yeah.
But overall, I would say there's a good level of awareness, especially from people who do a lot of representation of governmental entities. But obviously, there are people that support the statutory scheme, and there are people that will oppose it. And I'm not sure what will happen.
This
But
one,
talking about it and awareness of it, I think it's important.
this went before the state, right? The governor has to weigh in on this, right?
That's correct. That's the final step in the process.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All of these bills are passed, and whatever bill that comes up, the attorneys are already aware of the bill, because attorneys, most people may not know this. It's like the representatives that they present us. The representatives doing this bill, let me be honest with you, the representatives not doing anything. The attorneys are doing the work. So the attorneys, they all know each other. It ain't like they don't know each other now. I don't care how big whatever they put up a showcase before the public, they all know each other and they all communicate some kind of way. So I would not advise anyone on this board commission to start passing out information. I just, my take on it. I think it should just stay with us because they already got it. They knew, the attorneys for the municipalities got the information before we did. Well, I got the information from the state representative because I deal with them. When a bill comes up, I see all of the bills. If it doesn't affect what I'm working on directly, I just throw it to the side.
All right, so let me start again.
I'd just like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and everybody be safe, and we'll see you next year. I've enjoyed my tenure so far on the board. I've learned a whole lot, and I got a lot more to learn, and I can't wait till 24. So thank you.
First of all, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This time we should reflect on the true meaning of Christmas, which is Christ our Savior. And we should take a moment, all of us at some point in our time together, to recognize that. I think it means more to this community than anything. Second of all, I've got to talk about a few things here that I have some concerns about. From the way I see it, about the only thing we have when we have a contract with a subcontractor is the liquidated damages. Everything else you kind of hash out in the field. But those liquidated damages are what we use to protect ourselves for overruns and cost overruns. And it seems to me like a lot of this is kind of gone by the wayside. And we need to take a closer look at these liquidated damages that we are allowing to go away and take a stronger stance against that, because that is our only protection. Another thing is, I have a question for Kendra. I see this saw fell off the truck. Could they cannibalize that and use some of the bar and everything else on it? Because you can disassemble some of that.
When we do, this one in particular, I can't answer, but most times we do, when something is damaged, we will take off parts, put in the stock room for them to use on other saws. Most of the saws, like 2 knife saws, the other garages have them too, but if it's something salvageable, we will take.
Yeah, it's a possibility. You can't see from the picture that the bar was spent and you can't cannibalize it, but it really saves a lot of money from you having to go buy another part that you already have in your stock.
Yeah, and then that too, when we sip it out, we have a mechanical Genesee repair versus buying a new one.
Sure.
We do look at that. We will establish some pieces.
Well, these are top-of-the-line saws, and they are quite expensive, but they do run some specials, especially for road commissions or for government entities. The last thing is tandem trucks. You said that you've got 2 of them coming. Are they all built out? They're ready to go, hit the road?
Yes, the 3 that are coming, they are already at truck and trailer. We just put it maybe 2 weeks ago, and basically just doing some last minute wiring on them. The guy who's working on 3 of them, he said he has to
Awesome. I know when I worked for the township that we would have a police vehicle that came in, and then after that, they had to be sent out again to have additional work put on them, so. All right, thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to all of you that are in the room, so I don't have to do any name calling. And enjoy your family and your kids, because especially your kids, they don't be with you too long. Just a few years from now, they'll be leaving you. So enjoy yourself over the holidays. Hope everybody have a safe holidays, and if you're traveling, please stay safe as much as possible. And see you next year in 2024, on January the 9th, I think. Yes, thank you.
I will make it unanimous that everyone have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year with your family, your friends, safe travels, and hopefully no delays if you're going by the airport.
I'll echo that, obviously. Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy New Year. Stay safe. And, nowadays,